Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel, Signing with Omar. Today is part 6 of common ASL signs. Are you ready? Let's get started. Okay, first I'm going to start with an idiom, and it's working. The idiom, it's working. I've heard people say that, especially women, it's working for you, girl. It's working for you, girl. It's working. And basically that's two signs. That is match, beautiful. So let's start with the first, match. You take both hands and you bend the fingers like claws. I take my non-dominant hand a little bit further away from my body, the dominant hand closer, and I intertwine the fingers like this. Let me show you from the side. So that's the first part. And then beautiful, you take your dominant hand, you bring the fingers together, and I usually start right at the chin level, a little bit below the chin level, and then I'll make an arc around the face and go back to the same position. So my fingers start together. As they move around my face, they turn into a 5, come back down and together. So you'll do match, beautiful. And that is how you sign it's working. Now for the sign inhabit. I've heard that used in church, like God inhabits the praise of his people. So to sign inhabit, that's basically two signs, live and in. So to sign live, you take both hands and make L's, bring them down kind of a little bit above the belly button or around that area, separate it, and you'll go from that lower area on up to the chest area. So that's live. And then in, simply take your non-dominant hand, whether it's your left or your right hand, and I would make a circle, 0 or a C. Then I'll take my dominant hand, bring my fingers together, and as if I'm putting something inside, and I'll tap it twice. So live in. That is how you sign inhabit. Now for the sign issue. He's got issue, she's got issue. That's basically problems. And so what I do is I take my index finger, my middle finger, I bend them, and then what I'll do is I will actually have the knuckles rub up against each other like 2 times. That is how you sign issue. Let me do that from the side. That is how you sign issue. Now for the sign intervene. That's basically to interrupt or disrupt. So simply take your non-dominant hand, make a C, but turn the C on its side. Take your dominant hand with the fingers together like this. It's going to come in between that and strike twice inside that C hand of the non-dominant hand. That is intervene. Now for the sign intervention. And basically, it's 2 signs. It's disrupt, interrupt, and help. So let me show you what that looks like in real time. Or from the side. So basically, you're doing interrupt and help. So to do the sign help, you basically take your non-dominant hand, place it in front of the body with the palm side facing up towards the ceiling. Then you'll take your dominant hand, you'll make a fist with the thumb sticking straight up in the air, and that will strike down twice on the palm of the non-dominant hand. So interrupt, help. That is how you sign intervention. Now for the sign just, like it just happened. Basically you will sign recent, the sign recent. So you'll take your dominant hand, take the 1 of the dominant hand, you bend it as if it's an X, put it towards the side of the mouth, and you're going to actually go up and down like that in a small little arc. So for sign. That is how you sign just. For the sign longed for, that's something that you desire, you want with some intensity. So to sign longed for, simply do the sign want. Here's from the side. And notice in the face, there's some intensity there. I'm showing that affection, that really strong desire. That is how you sign longed for. Now for the sign offend, like I didn't mean to offend you. So if I were to offend someone, it's going towards the individual. So you'll take your dominant hand, the one or the index finger is extended upward. And what you'll do is you'll point it towards the individual that you offended and arc up. Let me show you from the side. Now notice I didn't just go straight up. You can't do that because that's more of the sign for erection. So you'll just make sure you do the arc. Now, if someone offended me, I'll basically point to myself in an arc, like I was offended. So that is how you sign offend or offense. Now for the sign overcome. There's a couple ways of signing this. One way is to say that there were walls that were built up and then they came down. That's one way how you sign overcome. Another way of signing overcome is as if you faced it head on. Let me show you what that looks like from the side. These are the two ways of signing overcome. Now for the sign pleased. I was pleased that this happened that way. You're basically satisfied, but I want to give you two different ways. The first sign for pleased is the sign satisfied. You take both hands, bring the fingers together, and then the dominant hand's kind of on top. It's the hands are away from the body. Then they come up against the chest like this. I'm satisfied. Now another way I'm satisfied, sometimes I can mean happy. You just sign happy. That is how you sign pleased. Now for the sign provision. Usually when you're saying provision, you're talking about something you need. So you usually sign the sign need. Take your dominant hand, make like an X, and it will start to point down towards the ground. Need, and then you'll do the sign list, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if I had just a generic sign for provision, I would say need. Or maybe you have a provision, a need of food, so I would sign food, and then the list. These are different ways of signing provision. Now for the sign to raise children. Basically what you do is two signs. You'll do the sign for children as if you're patting the heads of little kids. And then you'll take your hand, your dominant hand, you'll cuff the hand at the fingers like this. And then you'll raise them up as if they're growing up. So let me show you what that looks like real time. That is the sign for raised children. Now for the sign rely, as if I rely on someone, I depend. So basically what you do is you take both index fingers, palm down, place the dominant on top of the non-dominant index finger, and you bring them down twice like this. Depend. Depend. That is how you sign rely. Now for the sign root word. To sign root word, basically what I do is I finger spell root and word. And then I'll use a classifier showing you that this is the root word, and right here would be your suffix and right here would be your prefix. So basically finger spell root word, use a classifier that represents the actually the base of the word, the root word, and then right over here will be your suffix and right over here will be your prefix. That's how you sign root word. Now for the sign spare. There are different ways of signing this depending on the context of the conversation. Maybe I would say, do you have a spare pencil? Basically, do you have an extra? So I would do the sign for extra or add. Simply take your dominant hand, place that in the front of your body, bring the fingers together. Then you'll take your dominant hand with the fingers, the hand kind of open like a C, bring them together as they touch the bottom of the non-dominant hand like this. That is the sign for spare when dealing with extra or an additional. Now, spare could also mean he spared my life. That means he saved my life. So you can do the sign saved. Take both S's, they cross over like this, and they come apart like that. So that's saved. That's another way of signing spare. Or maybe you have some spare change. So I would sign this count. Here's how you do count. And gift. So count, gift. These are the three ways of signing spare. For the sign stubborn, and I did this in one of my other videos, but I'll do this again. You basically take both hands, take your dominant and put it right on top of the non-dominant hand, and then you bend at the very base of the fingers. Let me show you from the side. That is stubborn. For the sign sacrifice, there's a few ways of doing that. There's different meanings, meaning the first meaning could be that you've killed something and you're going to offer it to God. So to sign that, you would sign kill and offer. Let me show you that from the side. Kill, offer. To sign kill, you make a K with your dominant hand. With your non-dominant hand, I make a 5, but I put it on that side, and then I will go downwards with the K. That's kill. And then offer, simply taking both hands and raising them up. So that is one way of signing sacrifice. Now, another way of signing sacrifice is if you mean, I sacrificed my career to raise my family. So you gave something up, and simply you raise your hands as if you surrendered. These are the two ways of signing sacrifice. For the sign teacher, simply take both hands, bend at the fingers like this, put them up near the eye level on the sides by the temple. You're going to go forward. That's teach. And since it's a person, you use the agent sign. You bring both hands down, kind of shaping or forming your body. So it's teacher. Teach, and there's the person. Let me just show you that from the side. Teacher. That is how you sign teacher. For the sign underwear, simply, and it's similar to precious, which is precious. But for underwear, you'll take your dominant hand, and what you do, you bring that by the chin, and you're going to squeeze it twice, not the chin, but making a fist twice, an S, down there by the chin, underwear. Let me show you that from the side. That is how you sign underwear. Now, precious, you can do both hands or one, and you do it once. Precious. And you can see on my face something, it means something to me. Underwear, you simply just do it twice with one hand. That's how you sign underwear. Now, I hope you've learned something from this video. If you did, please hit the like button, then hit the subscribe button, and last but not least, hit the notification button, and stay tuned for my next ASL video.